Here we've got some Alexanders, mainly by the roadsides and edges. Devon, Cornwall's covered in them. Coastal plant generally, but it does grow inland. I've found it just on the edge of Dartmoor. It might even grow further up than that, and it grows up through the country. But apparently it's pretty sparse up Scotland way. But, you know, it's a good plant, plentiful down here. Generally it gets trimmed by the council, and it's a good food source that's been wasted. But it's part of the umbellifer family, and the umbellifers are what include the hemlock and your hemlock water dropwort and your cowbane and your fool's parsley, your chervil, I think, you know, all them kind of plants, and a couple of them just mentioned, pretty dodgy ones, especially cowbane and hemlock water dropwort. Luckily cowbane is not a plant down in Devon, not that I've come across yet anyway, or northeasterly where it grows, but regardless, Alexanders, edible parts, the whole lot, leaves, flowers, stems. A lot of the books talk about cutting the bottom of the stem, steaming it. Probably not the best way to cook it. Better way is to come up a little bit, either onto the leaf stems, quite thick, or mid stem, where it's just a little bit thicker than a finger. Peel it, chuck it in a frying pan with a bit of salt and pepper and some butter, and cook it till it loses a little bit of its rigidity. At that point, the strong celery taste will have died down enough to the point where you quite happily eat it without pulling a face. But if you have a little nibble of it in its raw state, it's like celery on steroids, really strong. We could chop the leaves up, use them as like a parsley substitute, chuck them in a salad if you're into strong tastes. Too strong for me, I don't eat it like that. I just cook the stems and that's it. But the flower reds, the chef Simon, he dips them in like a tempura batter, light batter, quick fry. Yeah, they're beautiful, really out of this world. And to think that this is wild food that's going on the roadside is going to waste a lot of the time. Tons and tons of it over the years just goes to waste. Because one, people don't know what it is, and two, the council just strim it down because they see it as a nuisance. It's a weed, that's all it is to them. But you know, to some of us, we see them as a food source, or an additional food source to every other day. But that's Alexanders, part of the umbellifer family. If you're unsure as to what it is, it's probably a good idea to follow it for a year's growth, as it is with a lot of plants. If you're unsure about them, if you can't positively identify them, watch them go through their growth, because a lot of the time some plants you don't know what they are till they flower, and then you can go to a book and you can say, oh, that's got purple flower, that's got yellow flower, that's got blue flower, that's got pink flower. And some of the newer books, they're all categorised into colour, so it's a damn sight quicker to find out what plant it is. But the umbellifers, you know, you do get a lot of scary messages with them, but there's only a few that are nasty. This isn't one of them. This is Alexanders. The leaf is a totally different leaf compared to your hemlocks and your hemlock dropworts. Your hemlock water dropwort is more of a celery leaf. It's more little nodules rather than a solid leaf like this. But that's Alexanders. If you're happy to go get them, go get them. If you're not, watch them. Nice food.